Dark.
It is.
Well, good morning, and thank you all for being here for this important announcement. Houston has many great cultural and sporting events that draw people on a grand scale, and I'm so happy that quite frankly, that events are back. Annually, there is no larger convergence than what takes place during rodeo and when our children are out of school on spring break. 11 years ago, we successfully implemented a new spring break Houston parking and traffic management plan. I want to thank all of the stakeholders for marketing this plan, but the real success is attributable to all Houstonians. I'm again asking for all Houstonians and visitors alike to help us coordinate traffic management for multiple overlapping events. This year's Spring Break Houston will span 2 weeks, beginning Saturday, March the 12th, through Sunday, March the 20th. During Spring Break Houston, an average of 350,000 people per day will travel to the Museum District and NRG Park to attend dozens of attractions, including the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, Herman Park, the Houston Zoo, Miller Outdoor Theater, and our fabulous museums. I strongly encourage a stay vacation for Houstonians because of all the great events and attractions Houston has to offer. Be a tourist in your hometown, that's the motto, and it's great for our economy. In addition to these great family activities, we have the daily traffic to over 50 institutions that make up our world-renowned medical center. All of these amenities just happen to be within 5 miles of each other. Naturally, mobility is an issue. I encourage Houstonians to plan ahead and to find the best route to your spring break destination. Before we get to these routes and parking options, let me introduce Mr. Peter Mastravic, Chief Strategic Planning Officer from Rodeo Houston, to tell us more about what's going on at NRG Park. Peter?
Mayor, thank you very much. And Chris Bowman sends his howdy to you and all of Houston, Texas. Anyways, thank you for having us here. We're very excited to welcome everyone back to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo to celebrate our 90th anniversary. The annual show reflects our 4 pillars of mission and is made up of agriculture, education, entertainment, and Western heritage. We've had a great start to the 2022 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo and anticipate strong attendance as we continue with our celebration. We've been working closely with the City of Houston as our community plans for spring break, and we continue to work with them throughout the final 2 weeks of rodeo as well as years to come. Thank you. When planning your rodeo trip, we encourage guests to visit our website at rodeohouston.com or download the official Rodeo Houston app to learn more about the different parking options and transportation options, which include on-site parking lots with real-time parking status, trams to and from the parking lots to rodeo grounds, Metro Rail, Park and Ride, as well as ride-share drop-off locations. Please check our website and download the app before coming out. We hope you can make it to the rodeo, and tickets are still available at rodeohouston.com. With that, I'd like to introduce Isaac Middleton, one of our partners and neighbors down at the Texas Medical Center. Isaac? Yes, sir.
Good morning. So we're very excited at TMC that the Houston community can take part in the parks, the zoos, the rodeo, and the museums and all that Houston has to offer to see a sense of normalcy returning to Houston. Given our location, spring break takes place largely right in the middle of the Texas Medical Center, largest medical city in the world. So obviously TMC's mission is first and foremost to our 10 million patient encounters a year and their families and the 100,000 folks that come to work there every day. The Med Center is always busy, so we ask that, I'd echo what the mayor said, I'd ask that everybody plan ahead. We also, from our side, access and safety is of utmost priority. So to that end, the Texas Medical Center Police Department has increased patrols and traffic control at the busy intersections. We'll make sure that we're out there to make sure flow moves as it should. We've got parking assets dedicated to the rodeo. They'll be online after 5 p.m. You can see all of those at our website at tmc.edu. With that, I think I'd like to pass it to Ms. Lotta Thomas, Senior Vice President from the Houston Museum District.
Thank you. I wanted to welcome everyone to the Houston Museum of Natural Science this morning. And here at the Houston Museum District, we are eagerly awaiting spring break. It is one of our favorite times of the year, as all our halls are filled with families from around the state enjoying all that we have to offer. Most people do not realize that the Houston Museum District consists of 19 museums, along with the Houston Zoo. It's broken into 4 zones, and all of it is walkable and bikeable, and we also have mass transportation. We urge all Houstonians in particular to come out and see what's in their backyard, because there are a lot of world-class museums here. And on Thursdays, all museums are free for either the whole day or part of the day. I'm going to just hit a few highlights of what's going on during spring break. Next door at our neighbor's house, the Museum of Fine Arts, they will have pop-up studio tents in the Cullen Sculpture Garden where you can create your own work of art. Actually, all the art museums have things like that, so please check their websites, as they will be offering daily activities where you can create art. At the Houston Children's Museum, a favorite of every child who visits, their theme is Destination Celebration, and they have different things also going on each week. And on March 14th, 3/14 Pie Day, there will be a giant shaving cream pie fight. Anonymous. At the Health Museum, you can watch live dissections of sheep's heart, brains, and eyeballs. Over at Asia Society, we will be celebrating Incredible India. And of course, at the Houston Zoo, there will be 10 animal encounters, everything from petting the baby goats to feeding the giraffes a leafy treat. And the best part is make sure you visit Winnie, the South Asian baby elephant, as she's celebrating her first birthday. Kind of hard to top that one. And last but not least, the Houston Museum of Natural Science. We would love to have everyone come here and explore outer space in the Burke-Baker Planetarium, visit ancient Egypt with our Ramses the Great exhibition, and scale Mount Everest in our giant screen theater. We like to say when you come to HMNS, you can come here and go anywhere, which is great for spring break. So please check each museum's website. Check it out, see what they have, plan your trip accordingly, and we hope to see you here. And with that, I'd like to introduce Tom Lambert, the President and CEO of Metro.
Thank you, Ms. Thomas. Houston Metro is proud to be working in partnership with all of our partnerships at the Museum District, the Texas Medical Center, Rodeo Houston, and under Mayor Turner's leadership to make sure we're giving options to make it easier for folks to get to all these events during spring break. We have a very, very easy way, ridemetro.org. It'll tell you all the opportunities of using Metro Rail, the opportunities of using park and ride services to the Houston Rodeo, as Peter mentioned, but also local service that will get you to all the venue locations as well. We want to encourage everyone to plan early, be safe in the trips. We expect a lot of ridership during the 2-week spring break period to come to all these great venues that our community is proud to host. And again, we look very forward to working with all of our regional partners to make sure there's an easy, safe, convenient way to get to all these events during spring break. And now it's my pleasure to turn it back over to Mayor Turner. Mayor Turner.
Thank you, Tom. Look, let me give a big shout out to all of our partners, and I certainly appreciate the collaboration and the partnership that's taking place. It's a busy time of the year for Houston. We want everyone to enjoy spring break, but we need your help to create a more pleasurable travel experience to these great spring break Houston destinations and to your medical appointments. We want you to remember a few things. First, some parking options. For the Museum District, many institutions, including the Children's Museum, the Health Museum, Museum of Fine Arts, Houston, and the Museum of Natural Science, have their own parking lots, and we encourage you to use them. Many of these lots fill up very quickly, so we have identified additional paid public parking in the Midtown and downtown areas, which range from anywhere from $5 to $20 daily. From there, you can hop on Metro Rail to your destination of choice. For those going to Herman Park and the Houston Zoo, vehicle traffic will be strictly managed, and we encourage you to park in the Texas Medical Center's AU lot at 2050 Presley Street and Garage 8 at 2151 West Holcomb. From there, you can walk or ride the Metro Rail, depending on the designated lot you park in. For those going to Rodeo Houston, and there are a lot of people going to Rodeo Houston, other than riding your horse, please visit rodeohouston.com, rodeohouston.com. We have specific driving directions to each attraction Spring Break has to offer. So, if you are traveling on 288, 59, or 610, we recommend you use the routes listed on your website at houstonspecialevents.org. That's houstonspecialevents.org. These same directions may also be found on the website of your destination. Like last year, we will also utilize, well, was it last year or year before last? Okay, we had spring break, but yeah, modified. Like 2019, we will also utilize electronic signs throughout the area which identify the best parking options and routing. We will have officers in high traffic intersections and on site, allowing for adjustments in real time as needed. We expect a lot of people, so please prepare ahead of time, kind of know where you want to go, and then know how you're going to get there, where you're going to park, and it'll make it easier on everyone. In closing, I want to thank all of our partners, including the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, which goes until March the 20th. So let me encourage everyone to get your tickets. The Houston Museum District Association, 19 museums, also including the Houston Zoo, the Texas Medical Center. They've got 10 million people who come to see them on an annual basis. Metro, you can get on, catch the bus, Metro, wherever, you name it. And of course, the Houston Zoo and Winnie the Elephant. You do want to come and see that. I also want to thank the Houston Fire and Police Departments, Houston Public Works, Parks, and the Recreation Department, and of course the Mayor's Office of Special Events. So thank you. Look, let's have an enjoyable time during spring break, and you don't have to go outside of the city of Houston. Quite frankly, you can come on in, have a stay vacation, and enjoy it. You'll get the biggest bang for your buck. Having said all of that, come and enjoy spring break. Any questions to any of these persons up here? Are we good? All right. All right. Thank you. Hey, Susan. I'm doing fine.
We implemented the plan.